Alhamdulillah, my dear respected brothers, elders and sisters in Islam, As-Salamu Alaikum wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuh. Inshallah, my reminder for you and for me most of all is the chapter in the Quran, chapter 104, where there is many lessons for me and you to ponder on. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminds us in this surah, in verse 1, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminds us about those who backbite, those who slander. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Wailul likulli humazatil lumazah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, woe unto those who backbite and slander. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continues with the verse. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Alladhi jama'a amalan wa addada. And He says, and who collects wealth and count it. Basically, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling those, the curse of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is on those people. Number one, backbite, ill speak one another. Number two, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us that woe, the curse of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is on those people who constantly collects their wealth and they count it. Constantly collect their wealth and they count it. You know, when we work every week and we got a paycheck, we check, okay, it's 500, next week 500, next week 500. And constantly we are in this verge of counting. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, woe unto those people who constantly collect their wealth and count it. And here what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continues with the verse, and He said, يَحْسَبُ أَنَّ مَالْهُ أَخْلَدَ. And he says, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, that this person, this human being, he constantly collects his wealth and he counts it and he thinks that his wealth is going to make him live forever. Allah is saying, يَحْسَبُ أَنَّ مَالُهُ أَخْلَدَ. You think that your wealth will make you live forever? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue with the verse. Kalla, He said, no. Kalla la yumbadanna fil hutama. He said, no, certainly your wealth will not make you live forever, but it will take you into a crushing fire. Now, brothers and sisters and elders, we have to think and ponder now. Why Allah is saying that the wealth that we have will take us into Jahannam, into a crushing fire? And in this surah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned a special type of fire. It's a special type of fire Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes with certain people who collects their wealth and certainly counts it and they think that they will live forever. You know, when we collect our wealth and we say, no, next year we will have $200,000 and next year we have $100,000. And we constantly saying that, you know, we're going to do this and we're going to do that and we're going to do that. But we are not spending a dollar in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We are not spending a dollar to propagate this deen. We are not spending a dollar for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to tell people who and what is Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We are not spending a dollar in our masajids. We are not spending a dollar in printing Quran, printing books for people to learn. This is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that those people who collect wealth and they constantly count it, Allah is saying the curse of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is on them. And it's a special type of fire. Why? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا الْحُتَمَةِ. And Allah is saying that I will make you realize what type of fire is this. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, I will make you realize this type of fire, what type of fire it is. Allah is saying, مَا الْحُتَمَةِ. It's a crushing, blazing fire. And what will this fire do to you? Narullahil mukada. Allah is saying that it is a fire. What type of fire is this? It's a fire that is kindled by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's a fire that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Himself prepare for such people. And Allah continues with the verse, Allati tattari'u alal afida. Allah says, and this fire, what it will do to you, it's a fire that will trace and race directly into your heart. It will penetrate into your heart. So brothers and sisters, the verse, the surah hasn't finished yet, but just ponder and realize the type of punishment Allah is constantly speaking about in this surah. And this is not the only surah in the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks about people who collect their wealth and hoard their wealth and do not spend it in the path of Allah. There is many other surahs in the Quran where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks on it. But this surah is the only surah in the Quran where Allah constantly, line to line, is full. This whole surah is based on those people, this type of punishment that these people will get while collecting their wealth and keeping it. And here what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continues with the verse. He said, Innaha alayhim mu'sada. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, surely this fire will close upon them like a vault. This fire will be around you like a vault. There is no escaping, there is no way in coming out. And Allah continues with the verse, Fi amadim mumaddada. And in this vault, there will be extended columns all over, right around it. So just imagine me and you who keep our wealth, count it every day and do not spend it in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And just imagine we in that vault. What are we going to do? How will we escape from the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? My dear respected brothers and elders, we have to think, we have to ponder. Because on the day of Yawmul Qiyamah, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala calls us in accounting for what we have done and what He has given to us, me and you will have to answer for each dollar that we spend. And if we spend $1 in the wrong way, we have to answer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for that. But if we spend $1 fi sabilillah for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, always remember that dollar does not go in vain, but it goes in the record of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It goes in your book, brothers and sisters. Always remember, inshallah, that when you spend open-hearted. As the Prophet ﷺ said in famous hadith, that when you spend your wealth, don't think that it will make you poor, but it will make you a righteous person, inshallah. So my dear respected brothers and elders, this reminder is for me and for you, inshallah. So inshallah, let's make intention, inshallah, to use our wealth fi sabilillah in the path of Allah. Wal aqli dawa walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Assalamu alaikum.